to something that might have more content or meaning. 17, all right. 17 is very easy, but it does introduce the use of a new rule, so that's why we'll do it. We have to prove C. We have A and B, and we have not A and B or C, okay? So first things first, we look for what we need. A C, there is a C right here. Now the key is to notice it's part of a disjunction, right? This or that. And if we want the that, we have to find a not this. Does everybody understand that? We need to find the opposite of not A and B, which would be what? A and B. And guess what's right there? A and B. So we have everything we need. We can just say C from 1 and 2, and this is disjunctive syllogism. Okay, so that's one thing you should take comfort in, and that is this. All of these problems are solvable. Everything you need is there, okay? 19. Can everybody see that 19 is just another one-step disjunctive syllogism? Yes? Let me go to 21. Okay, 21. We have to prove D, and we have A then B, and we have B then not C, and we have not A then not C or D. Okay. All right. So we look for what we need. We need a D. There's a D. But it is part of a disjunction. Notice this is the main logical operator. So to get the D, we need the opposite of this, right? It's like this. Box or D, not box, gets us D by disjunctive syllogism. So we need the opposite of this, not A then not C. So what we need is A then not C. That's what we need to do the disjunctive syllogism. I don't see A then not C. Okay? I don't see its opposite in the antecedent of a conditional. But, so now I'm going to start thinking, wait a minute, this is a conditional. Do I have any tricks to make conditionals? Well, here's one trick. I can make the conditional I need by hypothetical syllogism if, in this case, I found an A then blank, and a blank then not C, and the blanks matched. Let me go see if I have those parts. A then blank. Oh, there's an A then blank. And the blank then not C. Yes. Do the blanks match? B, B. They do. So what's that tell me? I can use a hypothetical syllogism on 1 and 2 to get this conditional that I need. So 1 and 2 get me A then not C. 1 and 2, that's hypothetical syllogism. Now, remember, I'm after the D, so I need the opposite of this, which is that. And so I can say D from 3 and 4, disjunctive syllogism. Questions? How many people are feeling woozy, like, what the hell is this crap? Okay. We are going to spend a lot of time doing this. Okay? So hopefully, and sometimes it's just a matter of time until you're like, oh, I get that now. And that's why we've set aside the largest chunk of the class for this chapter. Okay? 20, 3. D, then G. 1 is not C. 2 is A or B, then D, then not F. 3 is C or A or B, and 4 is not F, then G. Okay. First things first, I'm looking for D, then G. Don't see it. So this next thing I would do is like look for its opposite, not D, then G in the antecedent of conditional. I don't see that either. So I'm on to my third item, and that means I have to start looking at what this operator is. And it's a conditional, so that limits my strategies to a couple of things. And right now, that would be, well, one way I can get to this conditional is if I had D then blank, and blank then G, where the blanks match, because from those two I can get to D then G by hypothetical syllogism. So I'm going to look for a D then blank. There's a D then blank. Now, it's part of a conditional. We'll worry about that later. I just have a building block right here. I need to get to it though. Do I have a blank then G? I do, right here. Okay, so those two building blocks that I need are there. Let's check. Do the blanks match? Not F, not F. Yes. So if I can get this by itself, and that's already by itself, I can do the hypothetical syllogism to get to D then G. All right, so let's see. This is ready to roll, but this is stuck in a conditional, A or B. I need A or B. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for an A or a B. And I see there's one right here. Now it is stuck in an OR, right? So how would I get it out? It's this or that. I want to say this is true, so I need to find a not C, okay? So let me look around and see if I have a not C. There it is. So I'm just going to follow that line of thought backwards. C or A or B, not C. Therefore, A or B from 1 and 3, disjunctive syllogism. Okay. Now, why did I get that A or B? Because remember, I wanted this thing right there. And this says if you have A or B, which I now do, you can get that. So I'm thinking about 2, and I'm thinking about 5, and I'm going to say D, then not F, from 2 and 5, modus ponens. Okay? Now, look, I have the 2 parts that I need. And think about this part first. D, then not F then G. We can put those together. D, then G. It's as if we got rid of the middleman. That's this step up here that we figured out a long time ago. And so that is 4 and 6, hypothetical syllogism, and we're done. Okay? So the thing to notice is I'm not just throwing rules at the premises, right? And that's what most books do. They say, well, here's the rules, here's the premises, try something. Well, you can throw those rules at those premises all day long and not get anywhere. So instead, you need to follow how I'm doing it, which is work the problem backwards and then go forward. Did everybody understand that? Okay? So that, what problem was that? 23. So I'm on 25? Okay, 25. Okay, and this is going to involve the use of a rule we haven't used yet. This is A and C, then Q, and 2 is B or A and C, and D, and 3 is B then Q. All right. So first thing we do is we go look for what we need. We need a Q, okay? And I see that there's a Q right here. See, in a conditional, that would mean I need an A and a C. There's an A and a C, never mind this D part out here. It's in a disjunction, which would mean I need a not B. Well, I don't have a not B, but I could get one from here if I have a not Q, but I don't have a not Q. Damn, I can't get that Q, okay? What about this Q? I could go after this if I had a B. How could I get a B? I could get a B from here if I had a not A or C, not A and C, but all I have is an A and C, so I can't get that Q. Okay. So this is a giant tip that I'm giving you after working thousands of these problems. If you need something like this and you see it twice in that position, simple dilemma is the key. Okay? Simple dilemma is the answer. Okay? So I would need this and that. So I would need B or A and C to do a simple dilemma. Okay? There's B or A and C. It's got this and D out here, but I can get rid of that easily by this. B or A and C from 2 by simplification.